Peace. This is Ogulo Ra, and today, I just want to get on YouTube and do a short video on how to interpret your dreams. So, what are dreams? Dreams are thought patterns, images, and sensations that you have when you're in your rest state. A lot of us are required, to sleep, and a lot of us may get 6, 7 hours of sleep. And in that time, we tend to relive out our day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? And in that time, it's very important when you're dreaming, because those are when the messages come through, from your spirit guides, angels. It could be family members or co-workers, anything throughout your conscious state. It tends to go into your subconscious state to project what issues that may need to be addressed, or to be aware of, or to be to have value. So let's begin. The first dream state is the daydreaming state. The daydreaming state is where you're fully awake, and you tend to stare off in space, and you may try to imagine, being at a pleasurable place like, the beach or an amusement park, or being with your lover, or, something to get you out of that present state that you're in into a more pleasurable state. Some people may daydream about going home and have to deal with the chaotic, energy that may be at their home. They may be daydreaming about that. But most of the time, it's more of a pleasurable experience, right? The second one would be repetitive dreaming. So when you're repetitively dreaming, a lot of times those are messages that's trying to get your attention, and you're not listening to them. Sometimes it could be a message from your ancestors, your spirit guides, or sometimes it could be a issue that you're not actively, aggressively handling, right? So you have, the repetitive dream. The second one is dealing with the prophetic dream. So now, with the prophetic dream, a lot of times, prophetic dreams comes in when it's warning you about a future event. And then what it wants to do is get you prepared emotionally and mentally for whatever stages of events that may happen, either as chaotic or tragedy, or something that would be beneficial in the future for you. Those are your prophetic dreams, and those events that actually come true. Those are your prophetic, right? Now, the fourth one would be vivid dreamings. Vivid dreams are more intense, that feels real, and it's the most memorable. Anytime that you have vivid dreams, as if you're in your awake state, and you're able to move and interact in that dream state, like if you were conscious, you mostly remember those type of dreams, and you never really forget them. So you have those four, right? Now you also have, and a lot of times people have bad dreams, and a lot of times those bad dreams can come from, staying up late, eating spicy foods, or leaving your TV on at night. And depending on what you may be watching, if it's horror movies, or if you're watching something on the news. And a lot of times when you're sleeping, your brain waves are still active, and it feeds into your subconscious, and it actually start to project whatever vibration that actually comes into your consciousness as you sleep, and it plays out. Also, a lot of times, it could be certain certain environments that you live in. You know, if you live in an apartment, next door neighbors, and those energies actually come into your apartment. Even when you're living in apartments, in a way, even though you have your own personal space, that whole apartment complex is actually one big house. So those energies can actually project into your dream state. All right, you have that. Now, the important thing when you know, you have the daydreaming, you have the repetitive dreaming, you have the prophetic dreams, and you have the vivid dreams. And then, of course, you would know about if you're having a bad dream. So a lot of times bad dreams could come from foods, environment, and a lot of times it could be, attacks that people may send to you. But a lot of times it's just junk dreams, that you really don't have to worry about. But at the same time, you still need to be aware to make sure it's just, you know, um, it could be an unconscious fears, phobias that actually project itself to be addressed. You also have that, right? So now, um, when you're dreaming, how to recall your dreams. A lot of people want to know how to recall their dreams. And a lot of times, to recall dreams, the best thing that you can actually do is keep a dream journal right by your bedside. Also, um, when you're trying to remember your dreams, a lot of times when you have a dream and it wakes you up, a lot of times you have to write it down. Most people who have dreams, you're able to remember it between 8 to 10 minutes. If you let that time lapse kind of go over, it'll start to fade away. Or sometimes people, when they wake up, they forget right when they do it. But a lot of times, it's very important to have a dream journal. And how I look at it, going back to the vivid dreams, those are the most to remember. So I will at least, upon waking up, write as much information you can down. Some of the key things that you want to write down are the images, the thought that comes to mind, and the sensations that you have when you're in a dream. Like, for instance, many people who have dreams, let's say a cat, for instance, most people look at cats as, they would say, as bad luck or witchcraft, or they could be cunning. And if somebody have a dream about it, they would look at it that they had a bad dream. But some people who have dreams about cats, they would look at it as an inspiration, or as a spirit guide, like Basset, or it's also, they can look at it, okay, they need to be more intuitive and aware of their environment. You know what I'm saying? It could be that. So when you're having dreams, your dreams are really personal to you, because it can mean different meanings for different individuals. It's very important to make sure you have your dream journal and be focused on the energies when you're having dreams. Okay. What are some of the supplements you can take when you're dreaming, right? A few teas you can drink. Peppermint tea is good for dreaming. Drinking peppermint tea is also good. I would say thyme, like the seasoned thyme, make a tea out of that. But I would use very little of the thyme, and also, if individuals who suffer with high blood pressure, you want to stay away from the thyme. You can do that. You can drink mugwort tea, is good to actually open up your dream state. Open you up to where you actually have more vivid dreams. Mugwort is very good. I remember when I first started getting into spiritual aspects of dreaming, mugwort was phenomenal tea to drink. You can also drink, because it's associated with the moon. The moon represents illusions and intuitions and water. Drinking a lot of water is also good, because when you're drinking water, you're more fluid, you're more hydrated, and this actually will help when you're sleeping, you're relaxing, because water is fluid, it moves, it deals with emotions. When you deal with emotions, you can have more trajectory of images, thoughts. Okay, valerian root is good, tea is good to actually help with, because valerian actually relaxes the nervous system and have you in a relaxed state, which you can actually tap in and dream more. Okay, let me see. Baths you can also take. A lavender and orange bath is very good to take. Of course, you would take a shower, and then you would take your bath. Lavender and orange is a very powerful herbs that you can use for your dream state. And the more clean you be, the more clean you be, the more you're able to, your spirit guides is able to connect to you even more when you're cleaning your physical body, your physical body, and you become lighter. You have more light, which makes it easy for spirit guides to attract to you, right? Some of the oils that you can use, sandalwood is good to use. You would put it on your temples, your temples, here, and here, in the back of the neck. That can actually help to have you to tap in, and to have you to have more of a dream state. You could also do clove. Clove oil is good. You have to be careful because it tends to be hot. That could actually help open up your pineal gland. Also, camphor. It's a particular, it's called tiger balm. You could get it from your local store. You could put it on your feet, your wrists, the back of the neck, the base of the spine, and you can actually put it on your temples. That will actually open you up, but it helps to keep you grounded when you're asleep, and it actually will protect you from spiritual psychic attacks when you're sleeping. Also, you can actually have a bowl of water by your bedside or under your bed. Anyway, basically, what happens is that water will actually collect the negative energies. Those are some basic, simple things that you can do to help you in your dream state. Okay. What else? Rose oil. Rose oil is very good to use. You can get the essential oil. I would actually use a carrier oil, because anytime you use essential oils, it's very potent. So you would want to kind of like dilute it with a particular oil carrier, and you can actually drop it at the middle of your crown, and that actually helps you in your dream state as well. So those examples and informations are a way to help you dream more, to help you get more vivid dreams. So this is Ogula Ra, and the video is talking about how to interpret your dreams. Make sure you keep a dream journal and start writing your dreams down. How to interpret your dream. Peace.